Okay, I wanted to do this at my car, but there was a guy there and I had to pee really bad and I wasn't going to pee in front of him. So here we are in the middle of the woods. Fit check for hiking today. Actually, we're going to go on a hike today. I forgot to mention that. 3 miles, possibly 4 lakes. We'll see how. There's a spur off to a 4th lake, but I don't know if I want to do that or not today. So fit check. Pants are REI. I picked them up. I only have 1 pair of hiking pants. I use them religiously, so I will thrift another pair if I find one. Base layers are 32 degrees. Thank you, Costco. Gloves are Costco. Coat is Costco. Got a fleece under here that I thrifted. Base layers are Costco. And let's see. And then I have one of those sports bra crop tops under here that I got off of Amazon, just in case it gets really warm, but I can't imagine it will because there was ice on the puddles on the way up here. It is 30 degrees. I am bundled up. I got my Carhartt hat, and then also boots. Thank you to my daughter, my Ultras. If you're gonna go hiking, you can thrift everything except for your hiking boots. Get your hiking boots, buy them. You'll be worth the purchase. And you can get like hiking boots for like 60 bucks, so worth it. But let's turn you around and I'll show you where I'm at right now. Okay, this is first stop. I literally just turned the camera around. We're about 0.25 miles from the trailhead. This is the first lake that we will see. It's not the only lake. It's a good lake to go swimming at though in the end of summer, because in the beginning and the middle it's covered in pollen. All right, let us head up the trail. I was wrong. This is 0.25 miles. The last one was 0.13 miles from the trailhead. So this is a beautiful little campsite here. Not even a campsite, just a day site. So we are in bear area. So I am packing bear spray and I am being vigilant. I have a whistle. I'm talking to the camera. I'm screaming out, "Hey bear." And that's about all I can do. Look at all those beautiful red berries. It's called bearberry because it's mostly eaten by bears. They're very chalky, but in the emergency, you can survive on them. Not quite half a mile, but pretty much all uphill. So I'm gonna strip off my coat and hang it from my backpack. This is the view from where I was taking off my jacket. I mean, this is why I hike. All right, we're kind of on a flat spot. So I love hiking for a couple of reasons, but I live in a place where there are a ton of hiking trails. It did take me about an hour to drive to this hiking spot, and there were so many potholes in the road. And also we just got to the most beautiful view on this trail, so let me show you. This is the second lake that we see. Can't remember what this one's called, but just maybe I can get up a little higher so you can see better. It's just beautiful. Anyways, so while there were a lot of potholes on this road to get here, and that's why you didn't see any of my travels up to the place, it is my favorite hike. I'll show you why. We're gonna eat breakfast at the spot at why it's my favorite hike. But because I live in a bear active place, there is also currently hunters. Not in this area, there's no hunting in this area, but I do live in a bear active place, so it is good to hike in groups. The problem is I don't work as much as other people, so I can go hiking a little bit more during the weekdays. And if I didn't go hiking alone, I wouldn't go hiking at all. So I am a solo hiker, new to solo hiking. I've done about 8 solo hikes this year, and this is the first one I filmed. I do not wear earbuds or music when I am out in the forest. I am listening to the activity around the trees and everything. And honestly, doing some therapy, dealing with my thoughts. But it's also, I went to the, guns. I went to the asthma doctor and he couldn't even give me medicine because my asthma is doing so good. So I'm gonna just keep hiking and keep doing this beautiful thing because it's so much fun. So today we're doing 3 miles. It's a really beautiful 3 miles, and I'm gonna take you along for the ride because honestly, it makes me a little less nervous talking to this camera. The first hike I did by myself, I was kind of sketched out because it was not a populated area at all. Honestly, neither is this one. I've passed 3 cars. One of them was leaving. So, but the first hike I did, I passed 1 car. It was leaving. I saw no other cars. But I did the hike twice now on 2 different hikes. I've almost stopped out of fear. But I did my somatic meditation that I talked about in my low consumption video. And the feelings passed. And I did both hikes. So, well, sometimes it is a gut feeling that is saving your life. Other times, you're just afraid and you need to work through those feelings. So, I'm doing that today. It's a little easier talking to this camera, but it's still a little nerve-wracking being in the end of the season when the bears are the most hungry, mountain lions are hungry, and I'm out here by myself. When I first started solo hiking, I looked into those satellite devices that let me communicate with my husband or whatever. Well, couldn't afford one, couldn't afford the subscription, and so I just didn't buy one. And then one day I saw that like T-Mobile or something got, what is that called? Satellite, whatever, satellite internet or whatever, satellite link. And so I Googled it, and it turns out all service providers are required, if you are in an area that you can't make us, if you don't have service, it'll still satellite your phone to 911. So, do I need to talk to my husband when I'm out hiking? No. Do I need to reach 911 if there's an emergency? Yeah. Can I do that without buying a device? Also, yes. So, I'm not going to. But I will say, I do tell someone where I'm going, what map I use to get there, and when I should be expected back, and when they should start worrying about me. Because, like I said, I'm gonna get eaten by a bear. I would rather someone knows I was eaten by a bear, you know? So, just safety first. I do also carry a safety kit and a first aid kit. And, you saw how many layers I was wearing, but also I have a raincoat in my backpack as well. I took out the sun shirt, so oops. But I also have a ton of food in my backpack. And the thing that I will say that I see the most is hikers in person and online, because I hike a lot of popular hiking trails. I see them in my home state not drinking enough water. 1 bottle of water shared between 2 people is not enough. 1 bottle of water for a 4-mile hike is not enough. So I carry about 1 gallon of water for every hike over 2 miles. I have run out of water, so I also have water in my car, but I would just say everybody's chronically underhydrated from what I see. But those are my tips for hiking. Thrift your gear. Maybe if you can, go with a group. If you can't, carry your bear spray, carry your safety devices, and don't worry about getting one of those satellite devices because your phone will call 911. Now, let me show you some of this trail. Isn't she stunning? Just wait until we get to the lakes. There's a couple of places that are just really beautiful, but this walk through the forest is calming and clears my mind, and it just allows me to be. I will say I love hiking because it allows you to be present in the moment. All you're thinking about is how your legs hurt or how much you're thirsty, or I mean really how hard this hill is. So I find it to be one of the moments where I am most present in my life, and that's why I love coming out into the wilderness. I also say, I don't know about you guys, mushroom. I don't know about you guys, but I feel small, not in a bad way. Like there's something bigger than me when I'm out in the woods. Look at these trees. They're bigger than me. They've lived their life. I may be that old, whereas it's like that old. So, like there's something bigger than me when I'm out in the forest, and I feel it. I feel at one. I feel at peace. And this is where I want to be. Mushroom. And that one. And that one. Oh, there's one's back there. You see it back there? Right there. Oh, there's another one. Right there. I have a friend who would love this. Oh, there's more. I needed to get a hold of him and we'll go mushroom picking. That's my sign. All right, everybody. We'll come back in a bit. Cool rocks. Rocks. Cool rocks. Cool rock log situation. We're about 1.3 miles in, and here comes the next lake. Now, I don't know which one we saw up at the top, but this is almost to our breakfast spot, and we will have the warm oatmeal that is waiting for me. Oh, look at those trees. Oh, you can't see it yet, but they are red. Look at that. Oh, the camera doesn't do it justice. This is bright red in person. Oh, it's beautiful. Here's spot number 1. Now, my husband and I have done this hike. Oh, there's some geese over there that scared me. My husband and I have done this hike, and I love it, but we're about to see why I love it. So let's keep going. Here's our breakfast spot. And this, we only stumbled on at the end of summer, so there wasn't time to come swimming. But let's see if I can get it on camera. Okay, you can kind of see it. But like up close here, there's like a, oh, this isn't it. Yes, it is. There's like a short, shallow area, and then literally about right here, it just deepens. It just drops off. So really great swimming area. Only about, let's look at my watch here. 1.37 miles from the trailhead. So let's have breakfast. I will say one of the things on my wish list is a chair, because this rock right here is about to be my chair. So yeah. Okay. I borrowed my daughter's soup thermos, and I've got some oatmeal, I do a mix I showed you guys in my week of eats video. My hemp seed, flax meal, chia seed, pumpkin seed mix. I put some of that in with some oats, some milk, some bacon, and I used white sugar, so I put a little molasses in as well. And I am about to eat that And this is my view. Not bad. Okay, I ate my breakfast. I'm getting cold. Let's keep moving. Bike campsite, rock, hike site, day site, what do you call it? I don't know. Bye. Let's go. I am still a little nervous. Honestly, I haven't been hiking. Let me turn this camera around. I haven't been hiking in almost a month and a half. I had 2 concussions this year. One in July and one at the end of September, beginning of October. And so I haven't been since like the end of September. And I guess it was the beginning of October the last time I went. But I was at the wrong site, you guys. Oh my gosh. Let me show you this one. This is why we come here. You saw the last one was pretty shallow up close, but you see there's some shallow. But then like right at the edge of that rock is just deepness. Can't believe I sat at the wrong site. Oh well, that one was beautiful too. But anyways, so I haven't been hiking since the beginning of October. And, well, there aren't as many birds out right now. And to be honest, that's part of how I feel secure, is if the birds are chirping and the birds are making noise, I know there are no mountain lions and there are no bears. There are not a lot of birds left in the north right now. You know, little Jon Snow, winter is coming. So I am nervous, but I've already made it halfway, which means one way or another, I gotta go the other half. So we're just gonna keep chucking along. I'm gonna keep talking to the camera because it makes me feel better. Will all of this make it into the video? I don't know. But am I gonna show that, like, when you go solo hiking, it does get pretty nerve-wracking because, let's face it, like if a bear comes up and bites my leg, I have to take care of my leg in pain while a bear might be still in the area. Like, that's nerve-wracking. If I fall off a cliff, I don't have anybody to help me. Like, it's me. So it is nice because I get to go at my own pace, but I also am scared. But like I said, if I didn't hike solo, I wouldn't hike at all. And so I deal with those feelings of fear. And I know this is something that I'm not alone in because I have seen backpacking videos. Miranda goes outside. She has been backpacking for so many years, and she still gets a little afraid every time she goes in the wilderness by herself. And to be honest, I cannot blame her. There's like a ridge right here, and I'm just nervous because while screaming "Hey bear" might scare away bears, mountain lions are just gonna attack me. They're not gonna be afraid of me screaming "Hey bear," nothing like that. I do wear a pretty thick backpack, so I hope to God if I ever do get attacked by a mountain lion, it'll be from behind, so I can grab my bear spray and spray the fucker while it's eating my backpack, because I'd rather it eat my backpack than me. Whew. Oh, mushrooms! More mushrooms, so many mushrooms. Okay, let me show you some of this forest. She's a beaut. Look at that overhang. Please don't fall on me. That's what I think when I see those. Now, I love hiking so much that I've done it in other countries. I've taken classes that do plant identification, which means hiking for classes. So I do feel somewhat informed. I've also lived in a place where I have been immersed in nature in my whole life. We took bear classes when I was in 4th grade or something like that. So I know what to do if a bear comes. But also, I've made mistakes on the trail. I'm not a perfect hiker. I've gone into restricted areas and accidentally left toilet paper there. I've also learned a lot because I am 35. I've been hiking since I was a small child. And, well, there's a lot to learn about hiking. Let's show you this. Look at that. That's the same lake. We're just on the other side. We were over there. Now we're over here. So don't let people make you feel bad if they shame you for something you do when you're hiking, because I have been shamed before by people on the trail instead of just teaching me the proper etiquette. So don't let people get you down. Just keep trying. There's lots of etiquette videos on YouTube. There's lots of gear videos on YouTube. There's lots of free information out there. See where that white is? That's where we were. Woo. Oh, look at that. Yeah, just keep getting out there. Hiking is for everybody. If you don't have hiking trails near you, I am sorry for your loss. Okay, the trail leads that way or that way, uphill, and guess which way I get to go. So, I'm not going to make you listen to me breathe hard uphill. Stop trying to catch my breath on this hill. I wanted to show you this grand fir. You know, it's a grand fir because it's got flat, comb-like sprays. These taste almost like citrus or grapefruit. They're edible. But in the textbooks, it says protects against ghosts. So if you have a ghost problem, grand fir. Oh, there's lots of them around here. Show you an update on the trail. Whew. It goes up. You can see it up there. It goes up that way. But currently I'm dying. I was wrong. That's the road that I showed you. So we're crossing to the other side of the road. No cars. But we're about to get to one of my my second favorite parts of this trail, because it's just I don't know, like an enchanted forest in here. It's really, I can't even begin to describe the smell. It's just heavenly, piney, and leaves, and there's so much to it. I couldn't even tell you, but it smells amazing. I wish there was smell-o-vision, but you can see the trail is orange from there's one type of evergreen tree. I cannot remember if it's deciduous or whatever the frick that's called, but they lose their pine needles. You can see on the orange ones, they lose their needles and they drop down to the ground and they turn our trail this lovely orange color. This also means that we're pretty close to the end, like half a mile, maybe a little more. I will say I made an oopsie and I forgot to start my watch when I started walking from breakfast again. So I missed I don't know, maybe half a mile on my watch. So I don't really know how far we have left because my watch is all messed up. So let's just enjoy this walk for a minute. Oh, I hear someone in their car. Oh, it was the guy that was at the trailhead. He's leaving. So it looks like I will be alone at the trailhead. And it means that I'm not as close as I would like to be, but I am closer. Alright, I'm going to catch you up in a little bit. If there's anything cool, I'll show you. Otherwise, there's these really cool fairy rocks towards the trailhead that I'll show you. I love this fallen log with all the needles on it. Like, very fall cozy. Lots of cool stuff. Look at this. It's like a little choose your own path. I made it to the trailhead of the connecting trail that we have to take to get to my trailhead. They had a porta potty. I went to the bathroom. Thank goodness. I will say, if you're a lady and you hike and you don't have a Kula cloth, you're missing out, because it really takes the issues, some of the issues, out of peeing in the woods. Cool rocks, cool rocks. Look at those cool rocks. Okay, so we're actually not as close as I thought we were, because that guy was leaving the second trailhead, not the first. So we still have at least half a mile to go. What are we at? We are at 2.7, but like I said, that's not correct. So yeah, I'll give you an update soon. Trail splits again. We, of course, get to go up. Why not? Look at all those mushrooms. So many in there. Okay, let's, oops. Look at these cool rocks. But then up here, fairy rocks. Now I'm not going to, because I'm by myself, but I have climbed up on top of these, and it does make a good little shot. Isn't that amazing? Human-sized fairy rocks. Alright, I keep hearing suspicious noises. Screaming, hey bear. Holding on to my bear spray. But this is actually the end of the trail. So let's do a final, hey bear! And then keep going. I saw my car. I'm a little less nervous. I see the trailhead sign. Look at that. We are back at the beginning. Alright, so I'm going to sign off here, and I'll see you in the next video.